From racing in stock cars to going to NASCAR to going back to his roots at local dirt tracks, this is the Ken Schrader story. Schrader was born in Fenton, Missouri. In 1971, he was the sportsman champ at Lake Hill Speedway in Valley Park. That same year, he moved up to sprint cars, racing in various locations across the Midwest. In 1980, he went back to stock cars, racing in USAC's stock car division. He would win the Rookie of the Year that same year. He returned to the USAC stock car division 1 year later, finishing third in points. Early in the decade, he moved to the USAC series, competing in its various sprint car competitions. Schrader would attempt to qualify for the 1983 Indianapolis 500, but would unfortunately wreck his car in qualifying. He would move back to the USAC series, and his time in the series, he would win 4 sprint car races, 6 Silver Crown races, 21 USAC midget races, and 24 midget races outside of the series. He would make his NASCAR debut in 1984. He would race the Winston Cup Series number 64 Ford, normally owned and driven by Elmo Langley. He ran his first race at Nashville, qualifying 27th. He would finish 19th in the 30-car field. He ran 4 more races out of that number 64 in that season. His best finish would be 17th at North Wilkesboro Speedway in 1985. He signed to drive the number 90 Ultra Sealed-sponsored Ford for Junie Dunleavy full-time. But in 1988, Schrader would move to the number 25 Folgers-sponsored Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. In his first race, he would take the pole in the Daytona 500, beginning a 3-year streak of getting the pole for that race. After initially failing to qualify in the number 25 the following race, Schrader purchased a race car from Buddy Arrington to drive the number 67 Ford, this time successfully qualifying. Schrader would win his first career race at the Talladega Die Hard 500, finishing 5th in final standings on the season. He would have his second career Winston Cup Series race win the following season at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and at the end of the season would finish 5th in the standings again. He would also earn his first career Busch Series win at the Ames Peak 200. Kodak became Schrader's sponsor in 1990. Although he failed to win, he collected 3 poles, 7 top 5s, dropping to 10th in points. In 1991, he got his third career win at the Motorcroft Quality Parts 500, and his final Winston Cup Series win would come at Dover International Speedway. He had 9 total top 5 finishes, finished 9th in the final point standings. In 1992, he dropped to 17th in the standings after posting 11 top 10s. He would move into a Budweiser-sponsored car in 1995. Schrader lost the top end of his left thumb in a mishap at Evergreen Speedway in the NASCAR Super Trucks practice session on May 13th. He won his final pole with Hendrick at Pocono Raceway and dropped back to 17th in the points again. He survived a horrific crash at the Die Hard 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. After he improved only to 12th in the standings in 1996. That same year, he would leave Hendrick Motorsports after a 9-year association with the team. In 1997, Schrader was hired to drive the number 33 Skull Bandit Chevy Monte Carlo for Andy Petree Racing. He had 8 top 10s and won 2 poles, finishing 10th in the standings, his most recent top 10 points finish. The following season, he posted 3 4th-place finishes and won 2 poles over the last 5 races of the season. He won his final Winston Cup Series pole at Talladega in 1999, despite a 15th-place finish in the points. Schrader failed to finish in the top 5 at all that year, and He signed to drive the number 36 M&M's Pontiac Grand Prix for MB2 Motorsports. In his first year of competition, Schrader had 2 top 10s and finished 18th in the points. Now, you're kind of sensing a theme that he was not gaining a whole lot of leverage when it comes to points. In 2001, he posted 5 top 10s, but dropped to 19th in the standings. While competing in the Daytona 500, he was involved in a final lap crash, which was the fatal crash of Dale Earnhardt. The image of Schrader peering into Earnhardt's car only to jump back and frantically signal for assistance is etched into the minds of many racing fans. In his interview with Jenny Zelasco during Fox Sports' post-race show, it was the first sign to many that something was wrong with the 7-time Winston Cup champion, as he appeared visibly shaken upon being asked if Earnhardt was okay. He said, "I really don't know. I'm not a doctor. I got the heck out of the way as soon as they got there." Schrader later stated in a 2011 interview that he knew that Earnhardt was no longer with us, but didn't want to be the one to announce it, which I completely understand, and I think a lot of people can, as it was a tragedy, and he wanted it to be announced on the Earnhardt family's terms. Now that we covered some of his NASCAR credentials, we're going to move on to the dirt part of his career. His first big season would come in 2016, where he would make 50 features, have 3 wins, 31 top 5s, and 39 top 10s. You can tell that his skills transferred pretty well over from the stock cars to the dirt modifieds. Following it up, in the 2017 season, would yet again get 50 features, but this time winning 9 of them, placing top 5 30 times and top 10 43 times. He would race at Volusia quite a bit in February of that year, having some success, finishing 5th, 7th, 8th, 2nd, 5th, 7th, 10th, and 6th. But one surprising event that happened there, he was not invited to the Gateway Dirt Nationals. 2018, he would make 44 features, getting 5 wins, 21 top 5s, and 32 top 10s, yet again racing at Volusia, however, not having as much success, finishing 28th, 15th, 15th, 17th, 17th, 19th, and 24th. 2019, he would have 46 features, 9 wins, 24 top 5s, 31 top 10s, and would again make his return to Volusia. And if you're wondering why I'm saying this, Volusia is a track that you want to win at. It's one of the more prestigious tracks when it comes to racing modifieds. I have actually been there 2 times in my life, and it is a very good racetrack. And at the end of this season, he would actually go to the Talladega short track, finishing 4th in the A main on November 9th, and finishing 4th again on November 10th, also in the A main. 2020 would be a short year because of COVID. He would still clock in 37 features, 3 wins, 17 top 5s, and 27 top 10s. He would have a stint at the end of this year at the dirt track at Las Vegas, finishing 9th, 10th, 6th, and 8th. Not the best, but the dirt track at Las Vegas is also a very big track with some of the best competition. So if you look at it based on that standard, it was a very good string of nights. 2021, he would bounce back pretty well, racing 53 features, getting 5 wins, 25 top 5s, and 33 top 10s. 2022, 48 features, 6 wins, 20 top 5s, and 29 top 10s. 2023, 63 features, 9 wins, 36 top 5s, and 52 top 10s. This time, racing at Cocopah Speedway very early in the year, when a lot of drivers can't race if they're from the colder areas. This, of course, being in Arizona, where he would finish 6th, 25th, 6th, 10th, 9th, and 8th. Again, it doesn't sound the best on paper, but he's going against some of the best drivers out there. In 2024, at the age of 69 years old, is one of his best seasons behind the wheel of a modified and street stock, finishing in 55 features, picking up 14 wins, 34 top 5s, and 44 top 10s, doing this all at the age of 69. I mean, come on, guys. He is showing that age will not stop you from wheeling a race car as long as you stay in shape and, of course, keep the money coming. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the story of Ken Schrader, make sure to hit the like button and check out some of my other story videos on my YouTube channel. If you guys dropped a like and subscribed, it would really help me out a lot. And with that being said, I will see you guys all in my next video.